You hit your 40s, maintain your exact same diet, and run the exact same miles, yet your midsection continues to expand. Society loves to write this off as a lack of willpower or simply letting yourself go. But the math of calories in versus calories out hasn't suddenly failed you. The reality is, your body has altered where and how it stores energy. Instead of banking extra calories in the soft, pinchable layer of subcutaneous fat beneath your skin, it has begun packing dense, rigid visceral fat deep inside your abdomen, wrapping directly around your internal organs. This deep fat behaves differently than surface fat. It operates as an active chemical factory, pumping out inflammatory signals that actively disrupt your digestion, blood sugar, and hormonal balance. Trying to fight this specific type of fat by eating smaller salads is like trying to fix a software bug by buying a smaller computer. Your cellular machinery operates under different rules now. The pivot point usually happens as your baseline hormones decline. In midlife, women experience a sharp drop in estrogen during perimenopause, while men see a slow, steady depletion of testosterone. Without those chemical growth signals, the body enters a state called sarcopenia. Year over year, healthy muscle fibers shrink and fray, shedding lean mass. Muscle tissue serves a critical function beyond moving your skeleton. It is the primary residence for your mitochondria, the microscopic power plants inside your cells responsible for oxidizing or burning fat for energy. As muscle mass disappears, your mitochondrial count drops right along with it. Your baseline capacity to burn calories at rest significantly decreases because the actual physical structures required to process that fuel no longer exist in the same numbers. With a smaller metabolic engine, your body loses its flexibility. Instead of seamlessly toggling between burning stored fat and incoming food, the system gets stuck. It relies almost entirely on burning quick sugars, losing the biological capacity to tap into fat reserves. Compounding this disappearing engine is the reality of middle age, chronic psychological stress, and sleep patterns that become lighter and more fragmented. Consistently poor sleep leaves cells highly resistant to insulin, forcing your pancreas to pump out more of it just to manage basic blood sugar. At the same time, chronic stress keeps cortisol, the primary fight-or-flight hormone, elevated around the clock. This combination exploits a specific biological quirk. Visceral fat is uniquely packed with 4 times the amount of cortisol receptors compared to the normal fat resting just under your skin. High insulin levels lock your body into an aggressive storage mode, and that excess cortisol acts as a homing beacon. It forcefully redirects circulating energy away from normal tissues and straight into those dense abdominal receptors. That expanding waistline is a highly efficient, hormonally rigged trap. Muscle loss shrinks your engine, while stress and exhaustion force your body to hoard deep, inflammatory fat. Escaping this cycle requires abandoning the traditional starve and exhaust mentality. After 40, the goal shifts toward biological restoration. Extreme calorie deficits only signal further distress to the nervous system. They spike cortisol even higher and accelerate the cannibalization of your remaining muscle mass, shrinking your metabolic engine even further. This diagram illustrates the primary hallmarks of biological aging. To fix the metabolism, we have to directly target the segments down here, repairing mitochondrial dysfunction and restoring the cellular cleanup process known as autophagy. The most potent tool for that repair is heavy resistance training. Forcing the body to adapt to heavy loads stimulates the growth of new muscle fiber, increases bone mineral density, and signals the body to synthesize brand new mitochondria. Lifting weights at this stage of life serves a strict biological purpose. It rebuilds the precise structural and cellular capacity necessary to oxidize fat. Once you start rebuilding that physical engine with resistance training, you have to optimize how it burns fuel on a daily basis. This is where Zone 2 cardio becomes essential. Sustained, moderate-intensity aerobic work increases the enzymes that shuttle fatty acids into your cells, effectively retraining your body to prefer fat oxidation over burning quick sugars. This chart shows how the body triggers systemic adaptations. Specific physical stressors, like targeted exercise and fasting, send chemical signals that increase energy expenditure in the muscle and accelerate lipid turnover in the liver, expanding metabolic flexibility across multiple organs simultaneously. To maintain that efficiency, your daily habits must align with your natural circadian rhythm. Front-loading your carbohydrate intake early in the day when insulin sensitivity is highest and strictly prioritizing sleep hygiene prevents the evening cortisol spikes that drive visceral fat storage. That stubborn midlife belly is an SOS signal from a metabolism operating under the wrong conditions. Aligning with your biology through heavy muscle building, steady aerobic conditioning, and structured sleep, you can reclaim your metabolic flexibility and age with profound vitality.